Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Western India Regional Council, it's myself, C.A. Shweta Jain, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all on today's webinar under the TechEd series. The topic is Tableau and Introduction. So before starting a formal session, I'll request everyone to please put your hand on your heart for the ICI motto.
Yaesha supteshu jagrati Yaesha supteshu jagrati Kamam 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 kamamsho Pursho nirvimanaha Tadeva shukram Tadeva brahma Tasmin lokaha shataha Sarve taduna kaschanatyati kaschan Etadvaita 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 etadvaita.
Thank you. So friends, today we have come up with another important subject, Tableau and Introduction. It is a data visualization tool which helps user to create different charts, graph, map, dashboard, and stories for visualization and analyzing the data. And it helps, I think it has a lot of unique features, exciting features that make it one of the most popular tool in business intelligence. And it is playing a very important role in business community because it helps to management to take business decision with a variety of in data visualization. So our objective of this session is to equip our participants with the fundamental knowledge which is needed to connect Tableau's capability effectively. I recognize the presence CA Alok Sethi ji, who has agreed to deliver his knowledge, his session on this subject. Sir, really thank you so much, and we welcome you at the platform of WIRC. So to deliver on this subject, I think he's the right person because he's a chartered accountant and CS also, and he's a global corporate trainer having experience of 10 years plus experience in Excel, Tableau, Power BI, financial modeling, and so on trainings. And he has done training session with the various universities, IIT, CA firms, various professional bodies like CS Institute, Chartered Accountant Institute, even in banks, LICs, and other corporates. So really, we are privileged to have you at our platform, Alok ji. So, but before handing over charge to you, I would like to inform all the members in absentia of our chairman, WIRC CA Arpit Kabra. Just would like to inform you all that we are reaching and 15th and 16th December, we have our regional conference along with the same venue at NESCO Goregaon, and at the same venue, we are having a National Students Conference also. So I would request to members to please register for this conference, members conference, and encourage to your articles, your students to register for the student conference also. Just have a quick, we'll have just a quick look of the members conference and student conference, and then we'll hand over to you, Alok ji. Backend team, can I request to play the regional conference video? So our theme is Chaitanya, igniting knowledge, empowering excellence. And we are having a session on information technology, capital market, and how we can grow our practice, not even in India, even globally, how we can improve ourselves, our capabilities, our knowledge, and maybe if technology is required for that. So of course, so the complete package you can see is like these are our sessions in this 2 days, and expert people are going to deliver on the subjects. Panel discussions will have a, and then so many things will be there. You can go through our website, WRC website. You will find each and every detail of this conference. So request to everyone, please go through the details and register yourself as soon as possible. So now, can we have a student conference video, please? The theme for the student conference is Varenyam. Varenyam, connecting dreams, inspiring innovations. So this student conference is a great platform. It's a great opportunity for the students to excel their skills with the technical knowledge also, but at the same time, non-technical session also will be there. Some motivational sessions also will be there. So for them also, it is really a good opportunity. So I am requesting you everyone to please encourage your articles and your students to join this conference. So thank you so much, Alok ji, and I'm sorry to come between you and participants. Now the whole session is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thanks WIRC for having me as a speaker for this subject. And this Tech Edge program that you are doing is very pertinent and very important for the members, because as a member, as a CA, we update our knowledge on the income tax, GST, and on the traditional subjects. But it is equally important to update ourselves on technology also. And these softwares like Excel, Power BI, Tableau, they are going to be the future requirement which every CA should know. AI also. So it is a good subject to start with, and today I'm here to talk about the introduction for Tableau. Tableau is a data visualization software. So I will first start with the presentation on the topic. I will give a brief idea about what is data visualization, what is Tableau, what are the different softwares. And secondly, we will look into a practical aspect of how we can do. So before I start, I would like to ask the members, how many of you have ever worked on Tableau, or have you ever seen anything created on Tableau? You can just put a yes or no in the chat box. If you have seen Tableau before, if you have attended any workshop on Tableau, or if you have seen it before, you can write down yes. If you are going to see for the first time, you can write down first time, so that we have an idea about like how many people already know about. So Vineet says yes. Okay, I'm waiting for more replies from the audience. So have you ever worked on, or have you ever seen any reporting in Tableau, or first time? If it is first time, you can write down first time. Okay, so now I'm getting responses. Nitish first time, Jayant first time. Okay, great. So very good. And I would like to congratulate every one of you, because you have taken that first step of coming to this session to learn a new technology. And I really find it interesting when chartered accountants are coming forward to learn technology, because that is the need of the hour. Okay, and now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how we can do a lot of things to Tableau, and how it can be an emerging area of practice also, where you can provide additional services to your clients in the format of data visualization. You can prepare your reports. Okay, you can answer in the Q&A that is open. Okay, so I think, yes, I'm able to see the responses from the chat, from the Q&A. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible to everyone. You can see my presentation.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, great. So now coming to what is Tableau. So it is a data visualization and business intelligence software. Okay, and if you know about it, can I ask you one more question? That have you heard about Power BI? Power BI is a opponent or is a competitor of Tableau. Okay, and Power BI is a product of Microsoft. Power BI is a product of Microsoft, right? Anyone who knows, who has created this software, Tableau. Tableau is a product of which company? If anyone knows, you can put the answer in the chat box, because we work with Tally, we work with Excel, we work with other ERP softwares, Computex for text filings and all. But this is something new, right? So people are saying no. Okay, so I'll give you the name of the company. It is Salesforce. So Salesforce has created this data visualization software in the year 2004. Tableau had come in 2004. Power BI came in 2013 and 14, right? So it is an old software, but why it is in demand nowadays? Because there is a lot of data around us. A lot of data is there, and we all have to work with the data. So as a professional also, we are dealing with the financial data. As an enterprise, as a business owner, as a employee, maybe some of you are in the service industry. So a lot of people, a lot of us deal with a lot of data on a daily basis, right? So it is important to understand how to learn, how to analyze and visualize the data, and how to share the data with the client, so that the information that the client wants to derive from the data becomes meaningful. Correct. So Tableau helps you in building visuals from the data. You can actually create good visuals from the data, right? Secondly, it has some powerful and inbuilt features which will allow you to do a lot of things with this data, and that is what we are going to see in a moment of time. Okay, so let us move forward and see what features are there in Tableau. Okay, it is a software by Salesforce. It is a parallel software which is similar to Power BI, but it has some different features and different functionalities. Okay, so first thing is there. Okay, let me ask you one thing. How many of you have created charts in Excel? Have you ever created charts in Excel? Yes or no? Have you created charts in Excel? Maybe a bar chart or column chart or a pie chart, some kind of charts you might have created, right? And how easy it is to create a chart in Excel. How easy? It is very easy. You just need to select the data, go to insert and select a chart, and the charts will come, right? Very easy. Absolutely. Very easy. But if I tell you that when the data changes, does the chart also changes automatically? Or is there any option to make the chart dynamic, so that whenever you filter any data, the chart also changes? So Nitish is saying yes, it changes. Okay, have you ever created a map in Excel? Suppose you have a data from across the country, you have a GST collection from all the states, and you want to present it in a map of India, like which state is presenting, like contributing to what revenue. Okay, can we create a map in Excel? Can we create a map in Excel? The answer is no. Okay, with the Excel 365, yes, you can. But in Tableau, you can. In Tableau, it is very easy to create a map also. And maps gives a visual look. Okay, in Excel, we cannot have what you can say, dynamic charts. Okay, with the help of pivot table and pivot charts and slicers and timelines, those who know about it or who have worked with pivot tables, this dynamic feature is available in Excel also. You can create dynamic charts, interactive charts, and dashboards using Excel. I will show you in Excel also. But why Tableau and Power BI has become popular as compared to Excel? Because of the easiness, because of the various tools that they provide, and efficiency and effectiveness. Okay, correct. So yes, pivot tables and chart also you can do. You can make dynamic dashboards. I will show you that also. Okay. So we make a very limited use of Excel, and being an Excel trainer and training a lot of corporates over the years, I have come to one understanding that technology and basically Excel, Power BI, Tableau, these data visualization softwares, online cloud-based accounting softwares, if you learn them, then you can save a lot of time and you can put a lot of value addition to your work. Okay. So what is the first advantage of learning Tableau or the feature of Tableau? That is just a drag and drop software. Okay. So you have to create, you have data of a client, a GST data of a client for a month. Okay. And there are some 100, 200 invoices from B2B also, B2C also. Okay. And you want to summarize it. What tool in Excel or what tool you will use to summarize it? Can in Tally, Tally permits us to get a summary of the data for the month. Suppose we open the GSTR1 written in Tally, you can just see the numbers, right? But can you see the details also, like which party, how many bills we have raised to which party, what is the CGST and SGST totals, IGST totals, what was the last month sales, this month sales, all these comparisons. Is it possible with the tools that we are using? Yes or no? Just answer in the chat box, yes or no. No. Yes, I can see that people are answering no. Why no? Because so far what we have done, we need to take a lot of steps. Yes, we need to take some steps. It is possible, but very cumbersome. Absolutely true. But today, after this session, you all will be having a great idea about how to present the data of client in a pictorial manner in a easy format. Okay. And when I say easy format and a time efficient format, I mean in 15 to 20 minutes, not more than that. Okay. I can do it in 5 minutes, 2 minutes since I have practice over it. But if you're a newbie and you are doing it for the first time, maximum half an hour it will take and you will be able to do it. Okay. So are you all excited for this learning and this journey? Okay. If you're excited, can I have the word excited in the chat box? I am actually used to have audience like on my online webinars and sessions which I take. But this is a webinar mode. So only mode of communication which is there between us is the chat box. So I would like maximum people to make use of the chat box and show your excitement here so that I also feel excited, and let's do something great today. Okay. So wide range of charts, graphs, and maps to represent interactive dashboard for dynamic data exploration, data blending and integration from multiple sources. Okay. So if I ask you that I have a folder in which I have 6 months data of a client, like April to September, different files, Excel files are there, but I want to club them all together. How much time will it take to club all the files? And what steps would I be required to take? I want to club all the 6 files and make a one Excel file from the data. Okay. And I want to have the total sales, and I want to have charts for monthly sales, growth, whether the sales have increased, decreased, and all. Okay. So how much time would you think it will take to combine the data of the 6 months? So Sethi says, I use Power Query to club the data from folder. Correct. So if you know Power Query, the work can be done in 2 minutes or maximum 5 minutes. Okay, depending on the data. More than 30 minutes for those who actually are not using Power Query. Okay, so in this session, although the session is of Tableau, but I would recommend everyone to look for Power Query. Power Query is a very important tool for chartered accountants, very important tool, and it will save a lot of time, and you will love this tool like anything. Okay, how many of you have used Power Query? If you've used, you can write on used Power Query. Okay, so yes, so I can see that you don't need to buy it actually. I will show you how we can use Power Query also. Okay, and those who have used may know the use of it and must have observed that how actually this is useful. Okay, but most of you are saying not use. I will demonstrate it, don't worry about it. Okay, so we can blend the data, we can integrate data from multiple sources. Data discovery capabilities, once you put the data, you will come to know more insight about the data. And the most important feature is there that you can collaborate and share your data with others. Like multiple people can use the data at the same time and work on the same sheet simultaneously. Okay, so with this, let us move to the next slide. And let us see what all products are there in Tableau. So there is Tableau Desktop, Tableau Server, Tableau Reader, Tableau Online. Now I will not go in detail, but I'll just give you a brief about them. So Tableau Desktop is a desktop software, so you need to download it. Okay, and let me tell you that this is a free software which you can use for free. But when you are using it for free, Tableau public you have to use, but when you are using Tableau Desktop, it comes with a trial period of 14 days. After 14 days, you have to purchase it to use on a monthly basis, on daily basis. You can buy a subscription, or you can you can purchase it. But Tableau Desktop is available only for 14 days. Tableau Public is available for free online. But the only limitation is that whatever work you do on Tableau Public, you have to publish it on your portal. Okay, so you have to create an account and you have to publish it. So what is the problem in publishing? The problem in publishing is that once you publish, anyone can access to that data. Okay, but they will not come to know until you provide them the link. So if the data is not very confidential, then you can upload it, you can use the free software. But if you're using confidential data of the client and you are creating reports, then correct, there is no secrecy maintained. So to maintain the secrecy, you have to buy a desktop. And if you want your team to work with you, then you have to purchase a Tableau server also, and then you can work on it. Okay, so moving to the workflow. Okay, so how you use these softwares? So first you connect to the data source, then you build different views, then you work on enhancing the views, you create worksheets, you create a dashboard, and finally you create a story. Okay, and you know that stories are very popular nowadays. And if young people have joined me, young people, I mean those who are in the 30s, 40s, even 50s. Okay, I believe that you all must be using Instagram. Okay, and there are a lot of stories being shared on Instagram, right? So here on Tableau also we can create a story and we can put it, and it is called as a data story. Your data will tell a story. Okay, storytelling is a buzzword nowadays. So that is also we are going to see how we can create a dashboard and how we can create a story also. So in Tableau, basically we have various charts like bar, line, pie, scatter chart. Then we have geographical mapping and spatial analysis, conditional formatting and coding options, drill down and filtering options, and storytelling and presentation options. So all these things are available in Tableau. Okay. Now what all different features is available? So Tableau is there in the mobile application also. It is easily upgraded. So every month or 3 months or 6 months, they come with latest updates. So I'm using Tableau 2023.3 version. Okay, I will show you how to download it and how you can use it. Okay, there's no hidden cost if you're using Tableau Public. It's absolutely free. Excellent customer service, excellent visualization, easy analysis of data, integration with different sources, and it is user friendly. Of course, it is user friendly. Okay, so now let us move to the use cases. So who all can use Tableau? The answer is everyone. Everyone can use Tableau, and everyone should use Tableau actually. Why? Because you can do a lot of analysis and reporting. You can do your sales and marketing from here, analysis. You can analyze the financial and operational performance. It is data driven decision making we can do. And even you can understand the customer behavior and sentimental analysis. So a lot of analysis can be done because it is an analytical tool, correct? Now, there is a community of Tableau users. So when you go to the Tableau website, you will see a community of users, and in that community, you will see many resources and many options put over there. You can see different Tableau visualizations created by different people across the globe, and you can learn from there also. Okay, and the company Salesforce provide different certifications also that can be done. Yes, you can download the reports from the Tableau. Once you upload it, you can download in PDF also. You can download in PowerPoint also. And yes, that is possible. I will show you that. So Tableau workflow is first you connect, then you analyze, and then you share. Okay, so first we need to connect the data source, and then we will create visualization, and then we will share our use. Okay. So this is the screen that appears when you open the Tableau software. Now I'm going to show you how you can download and how you can actually use the software. Okay, and then we will look into different data types which can be connected to Tableau. Okay, then all these things I will discuss practically because that will be more beneficial for everyone. Okay, so I stop here with my presentation. I'll be coming back to it in some time, but now I'm going to show you my screen where I'm going to show you how you can download Tableau. So I guess my Google Chrome is visible to everyone. If Chrome is visible, yes, you can write. Thank you, Bhavish. So you just need to type Tableau public on the Google, and you will get the first link. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just paste this link in the chat box also, so that you can download it. You may answer my question. Okay, so one question is there. So you can put your questions in the chat box. I will take them. I'm keeping an eye on the chat box also. So I will take it at the appropriate time. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, and definitely to learn Tableau, you should have some basic knowledge of Excel. Some basic or even advanced knowledge of Excel will be there. Why? Because the data which we connect to Tableau is generally coming from Excel. So if the Excel data is not in a right format, it might not give you a better result in Tableau. So definitely a good knowledge of Excel would be appreciated. If you do not know advanced Excel, it is absolutely fine, not a problem. You can still work with Tableau. Okay, so this is the website of Tableau public. Okay, and you just need to sign up. Just create your account as we create on Gmail and all, and then you can download your Tableau from here. Just need to create, and you will get a link to download the software. Okay, so I've already downloaded, so I'll not waste time on doing it. Okay, the one more thing that I want to show you is that in the website you will get products. So here Tableau desktop is also there, Tableau server is also there. You can see for this there are some resources, like you can learn Tableau from the website by training videos and data literacy. Okay, on my YouTube channel also I put many videos on different softwares, Excel and all. You can check out that and learn, because Excel is something which is definitely a must for all the chartered accountants, whether in practice or in service industry. Okay, so now with this, let us come to Tableau. I will just show you my screen, my desktop, and now just share my screen. Okay, so can you see an icon of Tableau Public 2023.3 on my desktop? And I will just double click on it to load the software. Okay, and I will show you one data set first in Excel, and then we will import that data set into Tableau, and we will see how we can present it. Okay, so this is the first screen that you see on the Tableau screen. Okay, so this is the first screen that you see. Now what you need to do is First is, so it is divided into three parts. First is connect, then open, then discover. So if you have already created some files, you can open it. You can connect to your Tableau public profile and you can open any files from there also. And you can discover. That means you can read blogs, you can watch videos and do that learning part you can do from the discover. But first of all, we are going to start with something new. So I will upload one Excel file and I will show you how you can create visualization. Then I will show you how you can, what all different elements can be there. So first, let me just show you one dashboard which I had created for e-commerce company. So it is an e-commerce sales dashboard. I hope my screen is visible to everyone and you can see some graphs over here. Okay, you can see that. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, great. Now see, what all you can see in this, you can see profit, sales, order quantity. Then you have different category wise YTD, year to date versus previous till date sales. Okay, so you have this bars representing different categories of, it's a company which is providing different equipments and footwears and all. So there are cardio equipment, fishing, camping, water sports, okay, women apparel, men footwear and all, and you see that how many orders were placed on a monthly basis and different colors are representing different segments. Okay, so now coming to this dashboard. Okay, so this is the layout of the dashboard and this is the dashboard. And see, it is a dynamic dashboard. Why dynamic? Because when I click on something, you will see that the numbers will change. Okay, so when I click on this, you will see that only one bar is getting highlighted, others are not. Okay, and in this particular dashboard, when I click on this specific, you will see that all these will be reflecting differently. Okay, so these are actually not linked to any filter, so these numbers are not changing, but you can create filters also, and with these numbers you are seeing a line chart also. So that is actually showing the movement of the profit on a monthly basis. Okay, so this is on a monthly basis. So different sheets have gone behind this working. Okay, and so this is one sheet. Okay, so where the sales over the time period is being shown, and you can see that the sale has seen a great decline from the month of October till November, this 1 month, and then it has started to increase in December. Okay, similarly, you will see category wise changes. So I will demonstrate all this, how this is created and what is the dashboard. So dashboard is a combination of different worksheets. Okay, so when we create a worksheet in Excel, if you create different charts and you put it together, that is called as a dashboard. So once you learn Tableau, do we need to learn Excel dashboard? So yes, I would say that once you learn Tableau, you need not learn Excel dashboard, but it depends on the requirement. Suppose you're not using Tableau desktop, then, and there is a small project that you want to do. So instead of working in Tableau, you can work in Excel also. So I would recommend that if you learn Excel dashboards, that is the best thing. But Tableau and Excel, both are actually different softwares. Okay, so depend on what is your requirement. But if you learn both, that will be the best thing to do. Okay, so that is what I will say. See, I love Excel very much, so I will never say anyone that you don't learn Excel. Okay, I would always recommend all my audience that learn Excel and learn to the fullest, because once you explore Excel, you will love it like anything. Okay, yes. So डैशबोर्ड अगर आपने एक्सेल में बना लिया है, that is the best thing that you will ever see. Okay, and with this discussion going on, let me show you just quickly show you one dashboard in Excel. Okay, if you all permit, I can show you one dashboard in Excel which will give you an idea about how to create a dashboard in Excel. If you all are agreeing, we can have a 5-minute discussion on how to create a dashboard in Excel, and then we can come back to Tableau. If it is fine with everyone, you can put your comments in the chat box. We can do that and come back to Tableau again. And let me tell you that it is something new that you will see today. Okay, and definitely it will add some value to what Excel skills you are possessing right now. Okay, you will see a great kind of thing today. Okay, so just give me one moment. Yeah, this is the dashboard that I was talking about. Let me open it and let me show you what is there in the store for you. And do you know, Acha, can anyone tell me, like, if you create a dashboard for your client, how much can you charge for a dashboard? So can you see my Excel? Can you see my Excel, everyone? Is my Excel visible to all? Yes. Okay. So this is the dashboard which I created for a company. This is a demo dashboard. Actually, these figures are not real, but I created a similar dashboard for a company. Okay. And I was just asking you, ki, if you create this kind of dashboard, first I will show you the functionality. Then you give me a price, like how much can you charge to the client for creating this kind of visual, and will he pay or not? Okay. So because many CAs, as a CA, we always struggle with getting the fees from the client, okay, or getting it at the right value. But after seeing this dashboard, you just give me a figure that how much will you charge for this, okay, and how much time do you think will it take to create this kind of dashboard? So this dashboard is basically a sales dashboard, okay, which is representing the sales and the profit of the company. So we have the top line and the bottom line both together, right? So XYZ financial dashboard for the years 2016 to 20. Okay, so here still there are only 2 years data, 16, 17, but this data, this dashboard can cater to 4 years. Okay, so I've taken the data for 4 years, but this is presented only for 2 years. Okay, so when I click on furniture, okay, you will see that the numbers are changing. When I click on office sales supplies, these numbers are changing. This latest year, this number is not changing. Okay, but other numbers, you will see that these numbers are changing, right? Similarly, when I click on consumer, corporate, home office, all these numbers are changing. Can you see that the numbers are changing, which are there in the green boxes? On a click of a button, have you done anything like this in Excel before? Has anyone created anything like this in Excel before? So this is one thing. Second, when I click on office supplies, you will see that the subcategory, the list which is there, it is getting changed. Okay, it is getting changed. So when I click on furniture, you will see a list of items which are there in furniture. When I click on office supplies, you will get a list of items in office supplies. When I click on technology, you will see a list of items in technology. Okay, similarly, when I click on these segments like consumer, corporate, home office, all these numbers will change. And what is the best thing that you will see, that you are seeing in this particular table? What is the best thing? What is the eye-catching thing that you can see in this dashboard, in this screen right now? So we have subcategory 2017, 2016. Then there is one column which is versus previous year. Okay, what is that thing? Red and green arrow, right, Paresh? Yes, versus previous year. So you can see that these red and green arrow are actually making sense. Yes, and they are giving you a conditional. No, I've not used conditional formatting here, Mansi. I've used custom formatting. Okay, you can use conditional formatting also, but this I have created using conditional formatting. Custom formatting. Custom formatting is much more efficient as compared to conditional formatting. But definitely conditional formatting is also a great tool in Excel. Okay, so this is what you can do in Excel. This is all created in Excel. And when you add the charts, now you see the beauty of it. So when I click on corporate, do you see the bars changing, and the line also changing? Can you see the change, the dynamic changes? Yes. How does it look? Okay, when you click on these, you see the bars also changing, and they are arranged in a very ascending order. So every state you are seeing that from the bottom to top, they are seeing the highest sales. Okay, so it's arranged in a sequence. Okay, so when you click on any category, it will change. Okay, how does it look, guys? Is it worth it? It is worth the effort. So how much price, how much fees will you charge to the client if you create something like this and show it to the client? It is impressive. Yes, amazing. Yes, thank you. So this is something which this is just an a basic what I can say is a basic dashboard which I can show you. I had like, but there in Power BI, I had created many complex dashboards also. Okay, I prefer Power BI to Tableau. Okay, but since the session is on Tableau, I will stick to Tableau and Excel. Okay, but definitely Tableau also is a good software. Power BI is also good. But if you learn all these software, you open a new avenue of earning for yourself. Okay, so now I leave up to you, like how much charges you think you can charge for creating this dashboard. Okay, that you can think for yourself. And secondly, you can answer in the chat box, how much time do you think would have gone in creating all this, time and efforts? How much time do you think? So I will show you the data for this. So first, let me show you the data. So this was the data which was given to me. This was the data, and the data is like till column V. Okay. So if I have to tell you the exact column number, so it is 22 columns. And if I have to show you the rows, 9,996 rows. Okay. So 10,000 rows almost and 22 columns. This is the data. 2 hours, Ankita is saying. Okay, great. So 2 hours. And how much would you like to charge for these 2 hours? Amount equal to an audit fees, isn't it? So this is the data, and from this data, I created something like this. 10,000 thing. Okay. Yeah. So this is the output. This is possible in Excel, in Tableau, in Power BI. And if you learn these three softwares, in the coming years, you can open a new avenue of data visualization for your clients. All the clients with whom you are working, you can provide them additional service and you can charge it. And let me be honest and tell you that I had charged 25,000 for this particular dashboard. 25K. Okay. One question. That long list below the visuals too long will be present. Can you hide long eye soaring list? What you guys? I did not get your question, Mr. Pradhan. Extremely lucky. It was a US based client actually. I was not lucky. If it was an Indian client, I would be very happy if the Indian client would have paid me that. But it was a US based client, so that way I could charge so much. Otherwise, 10,000 is like very good amount for this dashboard for 2 hours at least. And yeah, it had taken me around 2 to 3 hours to create this kind of dashboard with the data cleaning and all these things. Okay. So we can't we simplify retain the visuals by doing away with the list? Yes, we can do that. We can retain the visuals and all this thing. Yes, predictive analysis is also possible in Tableau, Pritesh. Yes. So let us now move back to Tableau and let me show you some Tableau things that you can do in Tableau. Okay. Yeah. So now I will show you one more thing. These are the different softwares. These are the different actually files which I created on my Tableau public. Okay, and I will show you. I will open some and I will show you. Yes, definitely. In Excel also you can create. Excel support up to 10 lakh rows of data. So with 2 lakhs of rows of data, you can create something like this. Okay. Now, can you see India ka map on the screen? Can you see India map on the screen? We are coming back to Tableau now. Yes. Okay. Now see, let me show you the data first. Let me start now some basic part of Tableau. Okay. So first of all, let me show you the database. Okay. So let me just export this data and let me show you. Okay, I can see some of the names are very familiar. How many of you have attended my previous sessions? Any session which I take many sessions. I've taken many sessions for ICAI on these softwares, Tableau, desktop, Power BI dashboards and all. So anyone who had attended previous session, or you're attending for the first time. So if you're attending for the first time, you can write down first time. Those who have attended, yes, you can write down for I have. Okay, great. So Paresh had attended first time. Okay, great. Okay, a lot of people are watching me for the first time, and I hope you like this session. And I'm thankful to Institute for coming up with all these sessions, because definitely this is the requirement, and I'm lucky enough to step out of my traditional practice and jump into this venture of corporate trainings with technology, since I was very obsessed with technology. So I had chosen this field, and now I am really enjoying this. Okay, so let me show you what database was there. So I had taken the GST collection from the GST website. Okay, and just give me one minute. Yes. First time. Okay, Paresh, we had met at WIRC. Okay, yes, I had come to WIRC in physical for a session on dashboard and some training for career counseling. Okay, great. Most of you are for the first time. So welcome you to this session, and let's learn now. So see, this is the data which we have. So we have the growth in percentage, then we have the state. Let me just delete this column. And this is the data suppose we have. So we have state, we have May 22 and May 23. So they are different states. Some of the data is not correct here. So I'm just deleting some of the numbers, or let me just put it in the right place rather. Okay, so suppose we have got this data from the GST website. Okay, and the GST website has the collection of GST from different states for 2 years. Okay, and we want to see how the states have done over the years. Okay, and we want to present this data maybe to the government or to someone. Okay, and how we can actually use Tableau to do this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just removing the blanks from the data, and then I will upload this file into Tableau, and I'm going to show you how actually you can create a data visualization in Tableau. Okay, it is an introduction, so we will just have a short discussion on it, but definitely you will get an insight about how to use it. Okay, so the first thing in data visualization, okay, is that there is a 4-step process. Okay, so how many of you watch Bollywood movies? Okay, and if you have seen if you watch movies, if you are fond of movies, so one movie which was there in the past, you might have seen. I'm just typing the name in the chat box, and you just reply, have you seen this movie? Yeah, Dhadkan. So I might have typed it wrongly, but have you seen this movie Dhadkan, where Sunil Shetty, Akshay Kumar, and Shilpa Shetty was there? Yes, yes. And do you remember the movie? Do you remember the dialogue from the movie? Okay. Actually, I'm deviating from the topic, but it is related to the topic, so that is why I had just introduced this movie to you. Okay, and yes, song is very renowned. Anjali, yes. So 90s kid will know this, and I'm 86 born, so even I'm into that age group, right? Correct. So there was a the character of the movie was named. Do you remember the name of the character in the movie? Sunil Shetty's name and Amir Khan, this Akshay Kumar name. Anjali to bata hi diya Nikhil ne. This Shilpa Dev, correct. Ram, okay, and Anjali, right. So here this Dev went to USA to learn Tableau, and when he returned back, he renamed himself to Dave, D-A-V-E. So we are talking, we are going to discuss about this Dev today. Okay, and this Dev actually means what? I will tell you. Okay. So D stands for discovery. Okay. A stands for analysis, V stands for visualization, and E stands for exploration. So whenever we talk about data visualizations, first you discover the data. You discover the data, what is there inside the data, what all analysis I can do. Then you actually do the analysis. Then you present what you have analyzed in a visual format, and then you go for the exploration. Then you explore the data. Okay, so this is called as DAVE process of doing the data visualization. Okay, and if you all remember the dialogue, this Dev had sent to Anjali कि अंजलि तुम मुझे भूल जाओ ये हो नहीं सकता, मैं तुम्हें भूल जाऊं ये हो नहीं सकता, और तुम मुझे बुला दो ये मैं होने नहीं दूंगा. ठीक है. So I also, whenever I go to university to teach the students, I also say this कि तुम टैबलू भूल जाओ, एक्सेल भूल जाओ, मैं भूल जाऊं ये हो नहीं सकता, और तुम भूल जाओ ये मैं होने नहीं दूंगा. Okay, so I have an appeal to everyone that today whatever I'm going to teach you, you will remember it throughout your life, entire life. Okay, and I hope you practice it and you learn Tableau in detail. Okay, so with this, let us start building our first visual in Tableau, and let me show you how you can create a map in with this data. Okay, so what I will do is I will just save this file. Okay, it is a CSV file. Okay, so what is the difference between a CSV and an Excel file? What is the difference between a CSV and Excel? Because Tableau support both the files. In Tableau you can import a CSV file also, you can import a Excel file also, and let me tell you that Tableau supports around 24 different file formats, okay, which you can support connect the data from. Okay, so when you open the Tableau workbook, you can, first step is to connect to data, and when you click on connect to data, you will get different options. So the first option that you see is Microsoft Excel, then you have text file, then you have JSON, Microsoft Access, PDF, statistical file, and then you can connect the data from server also, like Google Drive, OD data, and web data connector, all these things. Okay, so first we will use the Excel file, and what I've done is I had saved this Excel file on my desktop, which I just showed you for the GST collection. So I'm just going to import this file. This is the first step in Tableau. So when you import the file, what happens is it will show you the different fields in the file. Okay, so here you see the state, May 22, May 23. These were the columns which I had created, but these are not useful actually. This day and all, this is all not useful, but these three columns are useful for us. State, May 22 and May 23. Am I right? State, May 22 and May 23. These are the two columns which were there in the data set. Yes, CSV is a small size with less features than Excel. Correct. So whenever we want to send any Excel file, or we want to convert, reduce the size of Excel, you can convert into CSV and reconvert it back into Excel. So that is a basic difference. Correct. So yes, so in Tableau, you see that there are some fields. So field means the columns. So here you have state. So here data types are there, and let me show you that there are 7 data types. So one is number, date and time, date, string, boolean, default, geographical role. Okay, so here the state is there. So what we have done is we have selected the state as province. So it is showing a globe representing that this is a state. This is the map location. Okay, this green button, green hash is showing that it is a number. Okay, this May 22 and May 23 columns are having number. This day and day which are written, these are alphabets, so these are string. Okay, but we don't require these two columns. Okay, so this is the data that I've imported. Okay, now suppose if you do not want any column, what you can do is you can just right click and you can just click on hide. Okay, so these column will be hidden. Okay, and you will not be able to see them. We don't want to see them even. Okay, so this is the data that we have, May 22, May 23, and these are the different states. So this is just representing a data. If you want, you can add more data files also, but as of now, we don't want any file. So we'll go to the sheet 1. This is the worksheet. This is the area of Tableau. I called it as a Karam Bhumi. मतलब यहाँ पे आके आप सारा काम करते हैं, ठीक है? So this is the area where actually you work with Tableau. Okay. So when you come to this area, this part of Tableau, what you need to do is you need to create a visual. It is a blank sheet. Okay. and you will see some words written over here, drop field here, drop field here, and drop field here. So there are three areas where you can just drag and drop. So Tableau is just a game of drag and drop, but you should know what to pull and where to drop. कहाँ से उठाना है और कहाँ रखना है ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, ठीक है? That is it. So now what we are going to do is we are going to first take this state and I'm just going to pull and drag and drop it over here. And as I do it, you will see something happening on the screen. Now, what do you see, guys? Tell me. क्या दिखाई दे रहा है आपको स्क्रीन पे? What do you see on the screen? Do you see some blue color dots and an India ka map? What did I do? I just selected the state and I dropped it. Yes, it is similar to pivot table. When you drop, so when you create a pivot table, you are actually dragging and dropping the data. Same thing you are doing in Tableau. You are just dragging and dropping the data. And let me tell you that when I was doing my presentation, there was two topics which were there. One is dimension and one is measure. So you see on the left hand side panel, these state and measures names are appearing in blue color. These numbers are appearing in green color. So the blue represent dimensions and the green represent measures. Okay. So what you pull, where to pull, what is needed in Excel. Yes, same. So what to pull and where to put, this depend on what kind of requirement do you have. Correct. So now what just happened is I just selected the state. Now suppose if I change the data type of this state and I make it not this thing, I do not say it is a map and I just say it is just a state and I've just put it ABC. Now let me drag and drop it again. See what happens now. I have changed the format of the data type and now I'm putting. Now what do you see? What do you see on the new sheet which I have created? What do you see on the dashboard now? On the screen, a table, a list of all the states with the name. Earlier, when I created, when I pulled the state, it was showing a map, but now it is just showing the state names and this ABC is coming over here. Correct. Now, what I will do is I'll just pull in 2023 and I'll just drop it over here. So you see the numbers for 23, and similarly, I'll pull 22 and I'll put the number over here for 22 as well. So I'll just put it over here. So now what do you see? You see two columns, 22 and 23. So do you see 22, 23? Yeah, it is just like a pivot. Yes, it is just like a pivot. But now let me show you some tricks with Tableau, which is not there in Excel. Okay, so it is just like a pivot table. You can see the same list which was there because all the names are unique. So we cannot say it is a pivot. It is a same data. If the data were repeated, we could have seen a summary of it. Okay, but yes, the data is unique. Now, when I click on these bars, now what do you see? Tell me, what do you see now? Do you see that the numbers have now been converted into bars? Okay, and when I click on this, so you will see a column bar. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just remove one year from here. Let me put only one number. So I have put the state name first over here, and now I'm putting May 23. Okay, and now I'm changing this. So you see these bars. Okay, now I want to arrange it based on the top revenue, top state producing revenue. Okay, now from this bar, can you answer me which is the highest revenue producing state? GST का revenue सबसे ज़्यादा कौन से state ने दिया है? Maharashtra. And which is the lowest revenue producing state? The lowest revenue producing state. The lowest revenue producing state. There are many actually, but we can say Manipur, Mizoram. Yes. Okay, these are the lowest. But I want to arrange it. Now, when I click on this button, now do you see that the chart is now arranged? Do you see that the chart is now arranged? Okay. It is arranged by a click of a button, and you can see Maharashtra on top and Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura on the bottom. If you want to see the bottom first, then you can arrange it in a different manner also. So you will see all the bottom state on the top and all the highest revenue producing state at the end of this chart. Okay. Now I want to have these colors, these bars with different colors. All the states should have different color. So what I'm doing is I'm just selecting state and I'm dropping it in the color. Now, what do you see? What do you see now? Do you see all the states having different color bars? Wow. So wow se mujhe yaad hai, just looking like a wow, isn't it? So do we have a black color wow and an orange color wow and my favorite purple? Okay, so this is what the beauty of Tableau is. Okay, so you can create these bars. You can I'm just clicking, I'm just using my touchpad of mouse pad, and you can see that these bar length are increasing and some of the states are not visible. Okay, so this is acting as a filter. I'm using this as a filter also. Just by using my fingertips, I'm doing all these things. Okay, so this is possible in Tableau. Okay, now let me show you some more things with this. Now let us create some other charts, and this is called as a bubble chart. Okay, now what is this representing? What is this bubble representing? Let me put the numbers into color now, or into size now. Okay, and let me put the number into the state into color. Now again, do you see different bubbles with different sizes and the state name? Okay, now can you tell me what are these bubble representing? These bubble are representing the different states, and the size of the bubble representing like which state is having what kind of revenue. Okay, which state are having what kind of revenue. I've taken only 1 year figure right now. Okay, let me add one more figures. Okay, now you see that there are two bubbles. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so now we have all these names over here. Okay, what I will do is I will add the numbers into the size. Now this has become a tree map. This is called as a tree map in Tableau. Okay, so what you can do is you can use different visual tools. There are 24 different visualizations available. When you click on this, it will convert into bubble. When you click on this, it will show something like this. These bars, this tree map, this pie chart. Okay, so there are many this thing. This is called as a heat map, and you can see that there are different color gradients which is showing all these numbers, and Maharashtra is on the top because it is showing the darkest color, and the lowest will be showing the different colors. Okay, so you can create different visuals using Tableau. This is the simple one. Okay, now I'm adding one more column to it. Okay, now how to convert this into a map. Okay, because we wanted to see that earlier it was representing a map, but it was not now. So what I will do is I will now add a map also. Okay, so these 2 years data. So what we'll do is we will change the data type and we'll make it state again. And once I do it, now I can, when I click on show me, this window has the options of converting your data into different visuals. So I will just select a map now. And now do you see India map again with these dots? Okay, and you can see that the Maharashtra dot is the darkest dot, a bigger dot. Okay, and when I click on size, and let me increase the size of these bubbles. Can you see the bigger circles now? Can you see bigger circles now? And let me put state into color again. So now you will see different bubbles with different colors. Okay, and if you want to see the names also, we can put the state into label and it will show you the state names. If you want to see the amount also, we can put the amount into label. It will show you the amount also. Okay, but I don't want this actually. What I want is I want to see which state is the first state, which I want to see the ranking for these states. Okay, now tell me in Excel, can you create a ranking for the states? Can we have different ranks for different states? Or in Tableau, can we give a ranking to these states? Right now, what I'm seeing right now is the states with the different colors and their bubble size. Okay, but I am not seeing the ranking. Okay, I want to see the rank. Now, how can I give a rank to these states? Anyone? Any idea about this? How we can give a rank to the state? Right now, we are not able to see the ranks, but I want to see the ranks as well. So I just see the bubbles. I want to see the rank as well. How do I see the rank? So you can format your visual, you can increase the size, the font size and all. I've increased the font size of the state. Now you can see the states name properly. Okay, I want to see the ranking for this. So what I can do is I just need to put one this thing in the number in the labels. Okay, now you see numbers. Now what I will do is I will convert this into a rank. So in the quick table calculation, we have rank. Okay, we have an option of rank. Now, when you click on rank, see what it will show you. And let me just convert this into a rank. Yes. Now, do you see the rank? Maharashtra number 1, Chhattisgarh number 12, Goa 18, Karnataka 2, and someone from Rajasthan in the group. Anyone from Rajasthan, my state. So Rajasthan is on number 9. How does it look to you? Number those bubble. Yes. So we can put the numbers on the bubbles. So there is a quick tool actually. Okay. And this is how. No, actually rank will not be based on the descending values based on the bubble size. Yes, actually rank is based on the number. So the different states are having different revenues. So what we have done is we have put the revenue in the bubbles, and the size of the bubble is based on the revenue, and this ranking is done as per the revenue. Okay, so if you want to see how the ranking is done, you can convert into this into a table, and now you can see that the ranking is done based on the revenue. So Mizoram is on number 28 and Maharashtra is on number 1. Okay, so this is now a tabular format. If you want to put into a bubble, you can put into a bubble also. You will see all these states into different bubbles. Okay, and when you put the state into color, you will see different colors. Okay, so how far this is going, I hope you are enjoying the session and you are getting a feel of what Tableau can do and how you can use Tableau for visualization. Okay, this is a very simple example which I've taken so that you can understand things. Okay, now let me take one more example with you. It will take another 10-15 minutes. Okay, and then we can have some basic Q&A which you have. I can answer your questions. Okay, so what I will do is I will just open a new sheet. Okay, and I will take a GST data which I get from my client every month. Okay, and can we import PDF file with used report and run cleaning process? Can we generate summarized report in Excel or other formats than PDF? Okay, so definitely you can take the data from PDF, but it is recommended to first import the PDF into Excel, clean the data, and then import into Tableau, because Tableau is not a cleaning software. It will not do the cleaning work. Let me show you one PDF. I have a PDF also. So let me show you one PDF. Just give me one moment. And just give me a minute. Okay, so what I'll do is I will just convert my data into PDF and I will show you, because right now. Okay, just give me one moment. So what I'm doing is first I'm importing Excel. I will show you the PDF also. Okay. So I am importing Excel, and in the Excel it is a GST data, and I will show you how you can summarize the data that we do in Pivot. The same thing you can do in this thing also, Tableau also, and it will give you a better view. So this is 1 month file which I have imported. This is the data of GST for the month of April. Okay. So I've imported the sheet. Now in this sheet, you can see there are 24 rows and 15 columns. Okay. So these are the different rows. So whenever you import any file, it divides the file into two parts. So first is this, the sheet. This is the table details. So you have serial number, date, invoice number, register number, GST number, policy number, claim number, insurance number. So it's a basically insurance consultant, motor vehicle insurer, surveyor data. Okay. And these are the different taxable values and CGST, IGST, and all these amounts are there. Okay. Now we want to create some visuals. So what we'll do, we'll go to the sheet 1. And now what I'll do is I will just put the GSTN in the rows. Okay, so these are the different GSTN. If you want to see the party name also, we can put the party name before it. So we have the party name. So there are different insurance companies like IFCO Tokyo National Insurance, New India Insurance, and United India Insurance, and there are their GST number. Now I want to find out how much bill I have raised to this. So what I will do is I'll put the invoice number in this column. So this will actually show me all the invoices number, but I don't want the detailed invoice number. I just want the number, how many numbers. So when you put something from the field into the this thing, it will show you the details. But if you put something from the number, it will show you the number. So what I'm doing is I'm selecting, let's say, I select taxable amount and I put over here. So it is showing me taxable amount. When I put CGST, SGST, it will show me the CGST, SGST as well. So this is CGST. This is SGST. Okay, and this is taxable amount, and I want to have the invoice amount as well. So this is the invoice amount. This is the total amount. Okay. And we can arrange it. So invoice amount and in the end and taxable amount on the top. Okay. So this is the table which is there. We can increase the size of this table also. I think this is better. This is looking good. Okay. So this is a summary of the GST. Okay. And we want to see the invoice number also. So what I will do is I'll put the sec code here and it will count. Okay. So instead of sum, I want count. So I will change the sum to count. So here we have, so there we have 2 invoices for this client, 5 invoices for this, 5 for this, and 3 for this. So I want to see the totals also. So you can go to analysis and we can go to totals and we can say show row grand totals or column grand total. So it is giving me the totals also. So for this month, I had done a sales of 1,40,000. The CGST is 12,626, SGST is this, and these are the invoice count. Okay, so this is the basic table which you would have created in Excel also. But suppose I want to convert into a visual. Now what I can do is I can just click on this chart. And now do you see the charts for the different parties? And from this chart also, can you just answer a question like which company we have built the revenue, the highest revenue giving company, or which company has given us the highest business? Okay, I will just remove the CGST and SGST because they are not making any sense. So I am just keeping taxable value. So now you can see like from this chart, you can come to know like which company is giving us more business. Now, can you answer which company is giving us a more business? And I'll put the insured name into color. So we have different colors now. Okay. Not insured name, the company name I wanted to put. Company name. Party name. Yes. So which color bar is the highest? Orange. Okay. And it is national insurance. So when you put the data into this, we can see, yes, which is the lowest sales giving company, General Insurance, or you can say New India. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so you can do, you can put them into bubble also. So these are the different companies. If you want to see the revenue, you can put the invoice total into the label. So that will give you the number also, the revenue also. Okay, and we can put different, we can use different charts for different this thing. Okay, we can have a pie chart also. If I remove the invoice amount, you can create a pie chart also. Okay, so this is going to show you like how you are getting the revenue from the different companies. Okay, so these are the 4 companies which are giving us different revenues. Okay, right. So this is one aspect of it. You can create different variety of things. Okay, from the information that you have in your system. Okay, now let me show you some more things. Okay, so this is the pie chart. Let me remove the GSTN also. Okay, now suppose we have imported 1 month data. I want to add some more data to it. I want to compare 2-3 months data. So what I can do is I can go to data and I can go to new data source and I can select a new Excel file. Okay, one Excel is already there for April. I'm selecting May month and I'm importing that file. Okay, now you see that May month data is there in the same Excel. Now it is May month data. Okay, so this sheet 1 which we had created. Okay, let me put the names again, the fields again. So this is the company name and I will put the revenue as well. So this is the invoice total I'm putting. Okay, and let me remove the GST. So we have the party and we have the invoice amount from this, and this sheet 1 I'll name it as April 23. Now I will create one more sheet and I will say May 23. Okay, and what I will do is I will create the same table for May 23. So I'll select party name and put it in the year, just drag and drop, and I'll put the invoice total, drag and drop. Okay, now I want to compare these two and let us take one more month. Let us take one more month. So I will add one more data for June month also. So if you have data in multiple Excel files, you need to import all. If you have the same data in different Excel sheets in the same Excel, then all the sheet will get imported at once. Okay, so this is the third one, which I will call it as June 23. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to create a dashboard. So first I will take the party name again and then the total invoice amount. So these 3 sheets, April, May and June, are having the party name and the invoice amount, correct? And what I'm doing is I'm converting into a pie chart. So this is one pie, this is second pie chart, and this is third pie chart. Okay. Now I want to put them all together. I want to have the 3 months data in one visual, in one sheet. So what I will do is I will create a dashboard. So these are worksheet. I hope you all have understood how to create a worksheet in Tableau and how to create a visual in Tableau by just dragging and dropping the data. Now we are going one step ahead and I'm creating a dashboard, and then we will see how to build a story as well. Okay, so now I'm creating a dashboard. Now in dashboard, what you need to do is you get 2 options. One is tiled, one is floating. So tile means everything will be fixed. Okay, they will be near to one another. There will be different compartments where data will come. And in floating, you can put it in. Tableau has to rely on basic Excel sheet to perform. Does this pose difficulty, or does Power BI score, which is also a Microsoft product? So a very good question by Nobin Kumar Pradhan. Okay, and let me answer this question. So definitely Power BI is a Microsoft product. Excel is also a Microsoft product. So Power BI has some additional advantage as compared to Tableau. Why? because when we are dealing with the different files in Tableau, we have to do a lot of stuff together. Okay, but in when we do the same thing in what do you say, Power BI, you can do the editing also, because Power Query is available with Power BI, right? So that is the advantage of using Power BI as compared to Tableau. So definitely, if someone has to choose between what to use, like Power BI or Tableau, then I would suggest that Power BI is a better choice as compared to Tableau. But Tableau has its own feature. Power BI Tableau can support a lot of data. Power BI sometimes have problem with working on a bigger data set. Okay, that is the issue. So I want to increase my size. So what I will just do is I will say automatic, and it will give me automatic size based on the data that I've chosen. And now let me take the April month data also. April, May, June. We have created this. Okay, and let me say floating. Okay, now see, these are the different sheets that I've imported here. Okay, and this is April 23, this is May 23, and where has June gone? This June 23 is there. Okay, so 3 pie charts you can see together. Okay, if we would have one more month, we could have seen that also. Okay, and what I will do is let me go to the June sheet and make it full screen, entire view. Okay. Correct. Now see, these are the different months sheet. Okay, but we are not able to understand anything. Let me do one thing. Let me convert this into a normal this thing table or a bar chart. Okay, let me convert this into a bar chart. Okay, now see, all the 3 months are there. What I will do is I'll move April on top and I'll bring May on bottom. So let me delete this. So we have April, and now I'm bringing May here. Okay, so we will just reduce the size of April and make some space for May. So it is just drag and drop. Okay, so it is just drag and drop. You can increase the size, you can decrease the size, whatever you want to do with the data, you can do it. Okay, so everything is just drag and drop. Yeah, so now I have imported the May data as well. So when I click on May, it will appear here. Okay, so I can increase this bit for me. So basically, you need to arrange them into different categories and then you can use them. Okay. So yes, now it has become floating. Let me just arrange it here and let me just put it over here. Okay. So these are the 3 months data that we have. Now we can do entire view for this, entire view for this. Okay. Now see, what I will do is now I will add a filter to it. And when I filter the data, all these 3 will actually work with a filter. Okay. So now, right now, what you can see is you can see all the 3 different months sales. So you can see April, May, which party is the highest. New India Assurance has given the highest business in April. But in May, it had not given us. Okay. In June, which company has given us the highest business? It was United India Assurance. Okay, so every month comparison can be done on one dashboard. Okay, but suppose you want to filter all this data, you can add a filter also to your dashboard. And let me show you how to add a filter. So just give me one moment. In the sheet also we can add a filter. So we can put the party name into filter, and yeah, so I'll select all, use all, and say apply, and okay. And to show the filter, you have to just right click on it and click on show filter, show filter. Now these are the filters available. There are different options for the filter also. Suppose you want to use a slide down or a list filter, so we can select a filter from here. Okay, so it will show that company only which we have selected. Or a better slider is the list drop down. I will just select a drop down. Okay, so you can select a drop down also, and it is showing all. I can select IFCO Tokyo National Insurance, so it will show me two companies. I can do the analysis. Okay, and now this filter which I have put over here, I can apply to all the sheets. So you can just click on this filter and you can see apply to worksheet, all using this data source. So this filter will work on all. And now what we'll do is when we come here, and we can have the same filter over here also. So let me just create some space for the filter. Floating. So actually this dashboard is useful when you have when you create a dynamic dashboard. If you are not creating a dynamic dashboard, it will not give you the optimum result. So what we have to learn is how to create a dynamic dashboard basically. Okay, and this is what I'm going to show you now. So this filter, we want to apply it over there in the dashboard also. So when you go to the dashboard, you can just say, so we can put a title also. So here, this dashboard one is there. You can just name it as GST revenue for quarter one for FY 23-24. Okay, and we can make it bold, we can make it in center and apply. So this is how the title is looking. We can give it a color also if you want, and you can increase the size also and apply. Okay, so GST revenue for the quarter one for the year 22-23. Okay, and you can put a filter also now. So worksheet. Add filters. Yes. So here we have an option of adding filter, and now I will use this to add a filter. So it is just adding some filters. Once it is done, we will see some options for adding filters. Okay, so you can see we need to configure. You can put your image also, you can put a logo also. There are different options which are available here, but that will be little advanced to show right now. Okay, but just give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to show that filter option to you. Okay, so yes, user filter. Now see, when I click on user filter, now when I click on this, Now this is working. Okay, so when I click on this, actually, it will act as a filter. So when I click on this, you will get to see all the three bars with National Insurance Company. Okay, so if you see the number, if I convert this into a table, okay, it will show me the numbers for the 3 months. Okay, so if I convert everything into a table, it will show me number. And when I click on any particular company, that company will get highlighted. So your National Insurance Company, you are getting to see all the 3 months number over here. So it is 81,000, it is 50,000, it is 62,000. When you click on New India Assurance, you get to see all the three numbers. When you click on IFCO Tokyo, you are getting to see these three numbers. So this is just an idea about how you can build up charts and things in Tableau. Okay. Now, one more thing before we end this session, just extreme thing that I wanted to show you what extreme level we can go to. So this is a dashboard of a P&L account for a company. Okay, so this is based on the proper filters and everything. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. Yes. So here, when you click on year, okay, it will show you yearly data for the current year. Just because it is a heavy file, it will take some time to upload, to change. Yeah, so it is current year and it is previous year. So you can see two numbers side by side, two columns side by side, and then you have sales weighted trends and year on year trends. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. So there is one limitation of Tableau that when the data is heavy, sometimes it create problems in presenting the data in the right format. Right now it is yes. So you can see. So this is done using different formulas and functions in Excel, and you can generate these line charts also. And there are different filters. So when you apply filter, it will change all this. So just give me 1 minute. Okay. So suppose this data, this grid is there. So when I select the quarters, you will see the quarterly data for the sales. Okay. And the quarter-wise quarter trend and how the trend is moving. Okay. Okay, which all modes can the output be exported and presented? Okay, so this is the trend. Okay, so when I click on any number, okay, it will highlight that particular year and you get to see the trend and all the details. Okay, and these are a combination of different sheets which are created. Now coming to how you can export the reports, because that is also important. Okay, let us talk about that. So these are different this thing, because you're not going to open Tableau and show it to client. So what you can do is you can go to data file and you can save your worksheet, save as public. Okay, or you can say you can export. How to export this data? So when you go to this save as to Tableau public, when you click on save to Tableau public, you have to first log into your account, you have to create, and once you have uploaded your data into Tableau public, you can actually publish, you can give a link to the client and they can also see it. Let me show you my Tableau public link. Just give me 1 minute. So it is importing, it is just creating the link. I will show you. Need to pull Excel again and again for all the changes made in the source file, or it is dynamic? No, it is dynamic. So if you make any Excel, if you have first imported the file and you do any changes in the data in the Excel, it will automatically update it, because it whenever we refresh the data in Tableau, it calls the data from the original file. Okay, so it will definitely show you. Now see, this is my Tableau profile, public profile, what you can see on the screen. And we had uploaded this Excel, okay, this Tableau sheet on our public profile. And from this, now I can share the link with everyone and they can see it. And you can download from here. Okay, so this is the available, this is the trend line and all. Okay, all these things will work over here. This is the current year. Okay, So all these numbers are appearing over here. Now what you can do is you can click on this button share and it will create a link. So you can just copy this link, and what I'm doing is I'm pasting it in the chat box for all of you to see and check it out. Okay. So all this is now visible. Okay. Secondly, when you click on this button download, you have the option of downloading an image, data, crossed PDF. Let us download a PDF. Okay, and see how it is appearing. So you want to include this sheet or specific sheet from the dashboard or specific sheets on the workbook. So you can select all, and all the things will be created, and let us download this. So various options are available to download the data. If you want to download it in your this thing PowerPoint, also you can download in PowerPoint, also a PDF also. So PDF is downloaded. Now I'm creating a PowerPoint as well, and let me show you the PDF. So this is the Tableau PDF which is created from the data. Okay, and it will actually it has not come properly because this file was not formatted, but it will show you properly. You have to do some adjustment before downloading, then it will appear. Okay, so all these things are appearing null, true, and false because some adjustments need to be done. But yes, that is how you can create a PDF and download it. This is the PPT. So when you create a PPT, you will get all the information into a PowerPoint also. So this is the heading, income statement, and see, let me just show you the next one. Yeah, so this is the charts, all these numbers, but this will not be dynamic. Okay, this will not be dynamic. So when you click on the when you click on these button, this will come as an image. Okay, so this will just represent the view which you have taken. This will not be working as a dynamic option because it is just an image that has come from this thing. But Power BI is more powerful as compared to Tableau. Okay, maybe if some more sessions are there, we can have some sessions on Power BI as well, and you can compare both the products, and then you can decide which one you should use or you should work on. Okay, so there are dimensions and measures which are talking about, and this is the workspace which is available where you can just drag and drop the data and you can create different visuals from it. Okay. So for beginners, which is good. Power BI, I must say Power BI is a better tool to start with because Tableau has some limitations and Tableau is kind of not that useful for professionals like us. Power BI is more useful. And see, when you use Power BI, you will learn Power Query as well. In Tableau, you have to integrate Excel separately, but in Power BI, I'm just opening Power BI. I think I guess you can now see my Power BI screen. Can you see my Power BI screen? Yes. Okay. Since we have time, I'm taking that liberty without asking. I've just opened Power BI and I'm showing you predictive analysis feature. Okay, you had asked me. I will show you predictive analysis also, but actually that will take up some time. Let me just show you some predictive analysis. Just give me one moment. Let me show you this and then I'll come back to Tableau. Okay, this is Power BI. Okay, and now I'm going to show you something dynamic in Power BI. Okay, so this I had created for a company, automobile company, which is selling different cars. Okay, just to show them how they are doing, their business is doing, their sales is doing, and all these numbers. So when you click on any icon over here, you see that the numbers will change. Even a photo of the car will come. So when I click on Toyota, you see a Toyota model, you see all these numbers and these graphs changing. When I click on Ford, you see a Ford ka photo will come appear over here now, and you will see all these numbers. When I click on Audi, So you will see a Audica picture and all these numbers are appearing. When I click on any bar, okay, so this will actually show this will actually change all the graphs and numbers. Okay, when I click on BMW, you will see a BMW car photo and the different numbers for BMW. Okay, so this is Power BI actually, and this is also very powerful. Okay, and you can export this visual. So you can just say export and export to PDF, and this will come alive into a PDF. Okay, just in a fraction of minutes, it will be imported, and now you will see. So this is the PDF. Okay, but this will not be dynamic. Okay, so the PDF which gets created, it's just a static PDF which you get to see. But this is making sense. Instead of giving a report in a Word document or a multiple pages report or Excel report, this is actually the need of the hour. This is something which is going to be the game changer for future. Okay, now one last thing, predictive analysis. Let me just show you how we can do that. Just give me one minute. So this was the J. Suppose we want to create, let me just convert into table. And what we want to see the trend for May 24. So we want to add a column and we want to see the trend for May 24 based on these. So what we can do is we can just say, we'll go to analysis and trend lines, and there is an option of creating a field. I'm just checking whether this is activated in my this thing, because you need to activate the predictive analysis to use it. I not use it recently, so maybe that will not be available right now. Okay, but when you go to analysis, there is a forecast. Yeah, so it is not activated right now. Okay, we need to activate it and then only you can use the forecast element. But it is definitely possible to create a forecast from the data. So you just need to go to forecast and you need to set some values, like how much percentage increase you're looking for, and that is how you can create. Okay, you can add some calculations also. Suppose you want to see the growth. So in Excel, we have to write a formula. Here also we have to write a formula for growth. So this column here minus this column and then divide by the previous column. So this is how you can create different formulas in Power this Tableau also, and this is how you can do predictive analysis. Okay, so this is possible, but I think they have deactivated it. Some of the measures are not available in Tableau public. Okay, so this is one limitation of Tableau. Even in Power BI, this predictive analysis is possible. Okay, so when we have the data, we can do the analysis for, we can select the data. So here you will see the data view in the table. Just give me. Okay, so this is the data and we have the prices and all. Now, suppose whenever you want to do any kind of changes in the data and all this thing, then from here only you can go to Power Query. Okay, and in the Power Query we can do a lot of changes. Okay, so those who don't who have not seen Power Query before, you can have an idea of Power Query, how Power Query can do a lot of things. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. So one is data in Tableau public safe? How much online storage available on our work? So I think see, when it comes to safety, what I will say is that if your data is uh, private, or you are putting your client data, do not use Tableau public, because if someone get access, then they can analyze, they can see the data publicly. Okay, so it is not that safe. And storage is not a problem. You get you can put multiple files on online, so there is no limitation as to the storage, but anyone with the link can see your data. Okay, and even they can type on Google your name and find out. So if someone has the link to my profile, okay, so you can just click on my profile and you can see what all dashboards I've created. So there are 18 visuals which are there. So this is a GST collection, this is a GST reconciliation which are done in Tableau. And let me just show you because it's there. So there are, this is the data from the tally, this is the data from the GST, and it is showing the differences. So this I did only in 2 minutes, and this is a tabular form, but you can convert into different visuals and different colors, and it will show you as different. So this is available when someone click on my profile, all these things which I had uploaded. Okay, like there is one dashboard for IPL matches. If it's working, then I'll show you that also. Okay, so this is not proper one. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So there is one dash. This actually I had uploaded to show my students, but let me show you something which is meaningful. Yes. So this is the HR data dashboard which I had created. Okay, and it will show you actually how many employees are there in the company, how many have left. Okay, so what is the attrition rate and what is job count and at what age people are working in the organization. All this data is there which is presented. So attrition by gender for different age groups, so from each age group how many employees male and female have left, and all these things are there, and anyone can download this data. So if someone clicks on this, and if they want to download the workbook also, the Tableau workbook, the entire working will be available. So that from that angle, it is not safe, I must say. Okay. So now with this, I keep the session open for any questions that you might have. And I hope you must have all enjoyed this session and learned something interesting about Tableau and all. If any questions are there, I can definitely take up the questions. So you can put in the chat box or you can put. I hope this session has given you an insight about Tableau and you are now looking forward to work on it and at least try your hands on Tableau. And it is once you work on it, you will find it more interesting. So I will also share my channel link. So whenever you want to learn something more on Excel, Power BI, and Tableau, you can just watch the videos. I put more than 200 videos on my channel on these different softwares. Okay. I must say Power BI. So Power BI is preferable as compared to Tableau because one thing is that it is a Microsoft product and it has an integration with Excel and Power Query. And Power BI supports 36 different visual options, which wherein Tableau only select 24, support 24. And there are more data integrations options available in Power BI as compared to Tableau. So even that is one reason why I'm saying that Power BI is more powerful as compared to Tableau. What is easy to learn? Okay, so see what I would say is that everything is easy to learn. You have to just put some efforts, and Power BI is also easy to learn, not that difficult. Okay, I learned all these softwares on my own. I did not take any course or anything. I just watched some videos from some authors, foreign authors on YouTube, and I practiced and I developed all these dashboards by myself. So right now I'm learning Python and SQL also. So these are two languages which is now going to be the trending one for professionals, because Python is one language which can integrate a lot of stuff and which will be helpful in doing the analysis. Okay, so all these things are there. Yes, Power BI is freely downloadable. So let me just show you how you can download Power BI, because yes, so just on your Google Chrome, just type Power BI, and you will go to the Microsoft website. You will be taken to the Microsoft website, and I will show you this thing. You can just download it. Okay, so it is very simple, and although it is a bulky software, like it will take some 800 MB or so, but it is very interesting to use. Okay, and it is free, and you can save your file in Power BI without any login or anything. So that is the advantage of using this thing. Should we buy Microsoft 365? Definitely you should buy Microsoft 365. No second thoughts about it, because you will get to use it in a very interesting manner. And there are a lot of things which can be done in Excel if you use 365. Okay, so definitely one should invest in 365, and as we buy different softwares and we work on these different softwares, definitely you should invest some money in technology also, and use upgraded softwares. Okay, so that is what I always convey to all the participants, that definitely use 365 for your benefit. And if you all are there, I can show you that I created a customized calendar in Excel. Okay, using 365, just putting a one formula. So suppose I put today's date. Today's date is 22nd November 23, and I put enter. So I am getting a 1 year calendar from today's date. So whatever date I put, accordingly I will get a calendar over here. Okay, just I need to put the change the date. Suppose I want to get the calendar for next year, so I'll put 01/01/2024, and it will show me that first day will be Monday. We'll be starting a new year with a Monday. Okay, and this is it. So this one formula only I have put, and with the help of this formula, I had created this kind of dashboard. Okay, so this is possible. A dynamic Excel is a very this thing. Power BI process. Okay, so I will just show you. Can't see your screen. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I hope my screen is visible now.
सर नहीं स्क्रीन शेयर करिए सर आलोक सर
Yes.
सर स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं है आपका
स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं है, एक मिनट रुकिए। एक्चुअली काफी सारे विंडोज ओपन है, तो थोड़ा सा आई थिंक सिस्टम हैंग हो रहा है। जस्ट गिव मी 1 मिनट, मैं शेयर करता हूँ स्क्रीन। ओके, is my screen visible now?
यस सर
Okay, so when you
Yes, sir.
type yes, when you type Power BI download, you will get to see this option. Okay, download Power BI, and here you will get Power BI desktop we need to download. आप इस पे click करेंगे, it will be routing you, taking you to the Microsoft Store. Okay, and from the Microsoft Store you can just start the download from here. So, and it is free for everyone to use. So you can download it from Microsoft Store. Okay, so this is there. You will get the word get over here because I've already downloaded Microsoft Power BI, so it is saying open. But here you will get. When you click on get, it will start downloading. And once it is downloaded, you can start using it. Okay, so I will put the link for everyone's benefit. Okay, and you can definitely download and try it. Okay, any more questions? Anyone? I hope the session was helpful for all. And what all global opportunities available if we master Tableau Power BI? Definitely, there are global opportunities available. Just you need to connect to the right people through your skills. And I think LinkedIn is the right platform. If you upload your work on LinkedIn, maybe people will notice your work and they might approach you for building their dashboards and all. I've done 2-3 assignments for foreign clients and for some hotel industry as well. I created some dashboard from their data. So there is possibility of getting some online work based on different connections. And if you know someone abroad, you can approach them and maybe get some opportunity from there. Any more questions from the panel, from the people? Some people have raised their hand. I think you will not be able to. Can we add them to the panelist? Can we allow them to speak, or they can put their answer, their query in the chat box?
Subhashji, can we unmute them? Please check. Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, yes. You are audible.
Yeah, Subhashji, please check if we can unmute the audience who are raising the hands. Hello. Mishra ji, hello.
हेलो
हाँ मिश्रा जी कोई किसी ने रेज हैंड किया है सो कैन वी अनम्यूट देम
Vineet Dubey and Anil Shlani are there. Yes, Vineet. Now you can unmute and speak, I guess. Vineet, I guess you are in the panelist. You can unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can put your question in the chat box. आप अनम्यूट करके बात कर सकते हैं.
हेलो
Thank you, forum, for your feedback. Thank you, everyone, for staying till the end of the session and listening to me. Ma'am, can we conclude if there are no more queries?
Yeah, yeah, sir. Sure, sure, sure.
Okay. Thank you everyone for
Yeah,
joining. Thank you, WRC, for having me. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, sir. Yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. I, on behalf of WRC of ICAI, CA Sharon Sangvi, would like to thank CA Alok Sethi sir for his wonderful session on the Tableau. Uh, So thank you so much for giving so much insights on this topic. It was very indeed actually useful in today's life, right? And I'm sure everyone in this session would have definitely it would be useful for every member for their day-to-day work. And yes, sir, as you said, that more you work and more it will increase the interest,
Thank
and
you.
also the productivity to a large extent. Right. So thanks a lot, sir, for sparing your valuable time and to answer to all our members' questions very nice, so that you can contribute your knowledge on a very large level. So I would like to thank all the members also for your patient listening. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.